Today, Precarious plays
Deus Ex, Mankind Divided.
So I've been thinking a lot about this very cheerful, wonderful subject, apocalypses.
Oh,
Yeah.
what flavor?
All the flavors of apocalypse.
So, like-
Baskin 31 apocalypses.
I was gonna start. So you've got like your double chocolate chip Mad Max,
Yeah.
or no, Rocky Road. Obviously,
Yes,
Rocky
yes.
Road is Mad Max.
Mad Max Rocky Road.
And mint green, or no, it would be Fallout. Would be lime sherbet to get that nice green glow.
Nuka sherbet. Nuke sherbet.
No.
No.
Oh. No, you can't have a cola lime sherbet. Get out.
You could
the
have-
session canceled. Show over. Friendship done. Ugh. Ugh. You just ruined lime sherbet for me.
I have
You're making
to.
me think of a cola lime sherbet.
Oh.
Ugh.
Yeah, that does not sound good. However, what does sound good is the apocalypse appropriate beverage that is lime sherbet mixed with ginger ale. Like, that's some calories right there.
Yeah, no, that's the one.
Yeah?
Yeah, lime sherbet. And it's either ginger ale or Oh, I know where we are. Okay. Curious. Or like a 7-Up Sprite. It's got to be one of the ones that, isn't fucking cola.
Has a citrus flavor.
No, it's all about, the only thing that matters is the relative visual clarity. It has to be one of the mostly clear or green ones. Mountain Dew also would work. That's all that matters. Flavors don't matter when you're dealing with food. It's all just about the color.
Oh, yeah. That's why we put the antifreeze sometimes. That's very green.
How did you figure out Mom's secret recipe? Who told you?
It was all of the dead animals. Oh my god. Yes. Okay. So I've been obsessing over apocalypses lately. Multiple apocalypses.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, for example, Deus Ex. This Deus Ex game is post at least one apocalypse. Right? Because it is a...
It was kind of the event. The event that happened with all of the world's augments going haywire, that was pretty apocalyptic.
Yeah, and there are two main definitions of apocalypse.
Mm-hmm.
And the one that I like to think about that isn't the heat death of the universe is, hang on, I'm cheating with the Google, is an event involving destruction or damage on an awesome or catastrophic scale, right?
Mm-hmm. So
not the complete final destruction of the world, the type of disaster that alters reality for people.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say for people because, that's the perspective. So, I've been reading too much. The books have gone to her head. I've been reading a lot. I just read a really great apocalypse adventure novel that's a part of a series of novels, and I'm excited to read the next one. And it's just apocalypse after apocalypse in that story. And a lot of the games that we play kind of require an apocalypse of some scale or another that changes the world to a point that it is in need of assistance, or just things don't act the way they normally do. I mean, I think apocalypse is an important ingredient in a lot of games that we really like, including this one. And what was the last apocalypse in this particular series? So, Deus Ex, Human Revolution.
Yeah. It was, I think that they just call it The Incident, but with a capital I. It was what happened at the end of Human Revolution when that override chip was sort of distributed to the augmented people of the world.
Mm-hmm.
And then they were essentially made feral for a little bit.
Yeah.
They just attacked friends and family, whoever was nearby. It's a little silly. I don't think... I don't know, I think it's a little... It... strains suspension of disbelief for me.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit.
But that was like the inciting event that cascades to this situation where we have guards all over the place and all of these divides. Haha.
Adam, it's Arya. I just heard what happened. God, right outside your apartment?
What happened outside my apartment?
Someone got all their implants torn out. Was left to bleed to death in the alley. When I first heard where it was, I thought...
I'm fine, Arya. It wasn't me.
Be careful going home. It's not the first one of these I've heard about.
You remind me who Arya is. Is she the shopkeeper?
Not shopkeeper, but she's in charge of the firing range.
Right. The bullet shop.
Oh, I think I know who that is. Sorry, buddy.
Are we gonna... Oh, like, if we so chose, could we go over and see who they did that to? I do not want to do this.
Oh no, we have to. We gotta go. We're gonna go check that out because it's one of the more important side quests, if I remember. It has some important narrative implications, but right now, no, I'm just meeting this lady.
Okay.
Just a little further. I want to make sure I wasn't followed.
I do not like how much that tree is dancing.
I think it is safe for us to talk here. Finally, together we can make Vlasta pay.
Vlasta, your husband. What's this about exactly? You said you have information.
Smuggling. Weapons. Drugs. Whores. You name it, darling. All of it is heading east. I have the address of the locker where everything is stored. And I have the code to get in. You will see for yourself. And then you will do what you think is best.
You want me to shut down your husband's smuggling operation. Why?
I agreed to sell out my husband in exchange for a new life. Vince and I were still negotiating the details. You are looking for Vince, trying to pick up his trail. I guess I am negotiating with you now.
Okay. That seems immediately relevant.
Yeah.
All this sneaking around, exposing your husband's criminal activities. How much danger do you think you're in?
I don't know. I was scared waiting inside that damn club. Paranoid. But I think the worst is over. I'll be out of Prague within the hour and he'll never see me again. Assuming you can pay, of course.
What about Vlasta?
What else do I need to know about your husband?
Vlasta is like all young Diwali. You cannot argue with them. You cannot intimidate them. You cannot appeal to their heart. All he cares about is delivering on time and chasing after women who are not his wife.
Is that why you want to get back at him? Because of something he's done to you?
I have no illusions about who I married. I knew he was ambitious, eager to please the wrong kinds of men. But I didn't think he would turn into this monster. I want him to test failure, to have to walk home with his tail between his legs.
If I get involved in this, there's a chance he might not walk home at all.
What you do with the information I sell you is up to you. All I care about now is starting over.
How did you know to trust Vince with all this? What made you believe he can help?
I didn't know. Not for sure. All I knew is that very few are willing to stand up to men like my husband. I had heard that Vince Black was one of those men. But when he didn't show up to our meeting, I don't know what to think of him anymore. I put my faith in you now.
Do you know of any other ways to contact Vince? Would you know anything that might explain why he didn't show up?
All I know is that Vince wanted information about my husband. And that my husband... Vlesta knew the name Vince Black. He cursed it often. I believe he feared Vince.
Alright.
Alright, this information you have, how much do you want for it?
The price of a ticket to Berlin, with enough left over to start my new life. That is what Vince and I had agreed. They say Berlin is a good city for those wanting to be lost.
But I don't know. I don't actually have a good grasp of the value of a credit. Because, I mean, like everything we buy, it's really specialized equipment.
Yeah, so will 350 be enough?
I guess we'll just have to trust Adam.
Here, the ticket's already been bought, open-ended. You leave when you want.
All right. Thank you. My husband owns a storage locker next to the Palisade Bank. The code is 2565. It is the centerpiece of his operation. I hope you find what you're looking for.
Oh, no money? I can do the money too. I mean...
I wonder, can you talk to her again? And give her both? Maybe she gives you more information?
You'll need to take down my husband's operation.
Okay, fine. I was going to talk a little bit about different scales of apocalypse. In regards to Deus Ex.
Delara, that Diwali op Vince was digging into? I've got the address of a smuggling locker he was looking for.
Maybe he's still looking. Or maybe he found it some other way. This information, you came by it how exactly?
The informant Vince was supposed to meet. She agreed to work with me instead.
That doesn't surprise me. You're good at gaining people's trust, Adam. It's a rare skill.
Point is, I got a lead. I'll let you know what I find.
I feel like she's trying too hard to act like a psychologist. I feel like she's just trying to get that in as often as possible.
I decline to comment.
Okay. I think that it is possible to have a personal apocalypse. Do you feel like that's fair?
No,
Why?
because that confuses that constricting the scope in that way damages the usability of that word.
Okay. No, I think that's fair.
For the purposes of like a scholarly discussion, at any rate. Because I think that I mean, you know me, I like to use a variety of words whenever I'm describing what's going on in my life, so I'll be like, it's a catastrophe! And I definitely just, like, accidentally dropped the toilet paper, like the whole roll into the toilet. And I mean, yeah, it's the loss of an entire roll of toilet paper, sure. But it's not not really a catastrophe.
Right.
It's not, fire and brimstone.
Well, let me tell you what I'm thinking about. In Deus Ex Human Revolution, Adam's whole world basically ends when he gets blown up and then rebuilt more or less against his will. And I guess that doesn't have to be an apocalypse, but it feels like the end of something, or the beginning of something else.
Excuse me. Please. Did they send you to protect me? Excuse me.
Ugh.
Please. Did they send you to protect me?
You don't need it, ma'am. But I'm gonna... Hold on, let me approach this, like a normal person and somebody that decided to
We can't let them get away.
jump over that side.
I must talk to
Do we have to look at this?
Yeah, we do.
Okay.
Daria says something, but apparently she doesn't talk to cops.
We can't let them get away with this. I recognize you. We're neighbors. I've seen you in our building. You're very difficult to miss. By chance, did someone send you to investigate?
No, no one sent me. What happened here?
It's horrible. An augmented woman was killed, just outside of where we live. She looks like she was my age.
Oh, nope.
Do you have any idea who she was?
Pan away,
No.
please. Thank you.
I've never seen her before. It's so sad that nothing will be done about this. Org victims are not high on the list of police priorities. To them, it's like a dog lying in the street. You're not a cop, are you?
I used to be.
I was a cop once. Old habits die hard.
In America?
Yeah, Detroit. It was a long time ago.
I bet you have a lot of experience. You're used to this sort of thing.
What about you? What's your interest in all this? Morbid curiosity?
God, no. I want nothing more than to go home. Detective Montag, he's making me stay. He thinks I saw something.
Did you see something?
Maybe. I think I would rather not say, to be honest. Because if I had seen something, and if I started talking about it, wouldn't that put me in danger?
I mean, yeah. No, don't say that.
This seems fair and balanced.
Yeah.
You may not think much of the police here. I may not think much of them either. But that doesn't mean you should hold back information.
They don't have it in them to protect me. They have neither the will nor the courage.
Be that as it may, it's still probably your best hope for helping to catch the killer.
I know. It's just that I don't trust the police. I would feel safer with someone like you. You have more reason to be invested in this than they do. You're augmented, like the victim was. And you look like you could actually protect me.
It's not my case.
But maybe you could help. Please, neighbor. Talk to Detective Montag. At least see how it's going. Make sure he doesn't think he's on vacation just because the victim is an orc.
Yes.
I'll talk to the officer in charge and see where he is with the investigation. If I can help him, I will.
Thank you. Suppose I end up remembering something later. Is there a way for me to contact you?
You planning to run off on me already?
The first chance I get. There are times for standing in the cold, but this isn't one of them. I just want to go home, bolt the door, and never come out again. Of course, I will wait for Detective Montag to say it's okay first. And I'll still try to answer whatever questions you may have.
I can give you access to my info link. You should feel free to use it if you have to.
Thank you, neighbor. Talk to you about what happened.
I got nothing
How
else
come
to
she talks to
say.
him and not to
Laying
me?
it on pretty thick.
Mm-hmm.
Now that I know the answer to this particular quest.